quarter points? Will they be subjected to a further python squeeze by the home team? It's Zvezda who have possession to begin the final quarter. It's a single score affair, trailing by 3. They got back to within 1 at 50-51. Nedovic crossing up Smilagic, gets to the edge of the lane, double clutch broken up. Ioannis Papapetrou comes away with it. So Ognian Dobrodošli committing the foul over on the sideline. As we take a look at the 5 on the floor for Partizan, Luka Mitrovic committing a rather unnecessary foul. Alen Smilagic, 2 of 10 from downtown this campaign. He wasn't shaping up to be a threat with either the pass, the dribble, or the shot. Mitrovic committing that foul. His first, but already Zvezda with 2 fourth quarter fouls after the first one was committed by Ognian Dobrodošli to break up the transitions opportunity. Ioannis Papapetrou broke up a layup attempt of Nemanja Nedovic. So Avramovic rotates it to Zach Ledej. Petrusev out helping on the perimeter in this matchup zone. Zach Ledej, edge of the lane, bucket. Zach Ledej, his first 2-point field goal of the night, 13 points in the game for him. So Dobrodošli broken up once again. It's another steal for Partizan, their 10th steal of the game. Zach Ledej with his second of the night, the 13th turnover committed by Zvezda. So the foul count continuing to rack up. That is 3 fourth quarter fouls already, and only a minute and 10 in the fourth quarter has gone. And why that's significant is once they arrive in that penalty situation, while Partizan, solid free throw shooting team at 82%, could keep the scoreboard moving from 15 feet away. Avramovic offloading to Smilagic. Terrific shooter's roll for Alen Smilagic. Fantastic bucket. Footwork beneath the basket, powering up on the other side, takes him to 5 points in the game. 3-pointer launched and landed. Ognian Dobrodošli with his second 3-pointer of the night. He's 2 of 4 from downtown in his 8-point total. He brings his team back to within 4. Avramovic looking for his second 3. It's off the front iron. Alen Smilagic with back-to-back buckets for Partizan, doing a terrific job on the front line to move to 7 points in the game. That his 3rd offensive rebound of the night. Dobrodošli looking for back-to-back trifectas, and he strings it sweetly. It's a single score game once again. Ognian Dobrodošli, 3 of 5 from downtown. He becomes another double-digit scorer for Zvezda, the 3rd of the game, joining Vildoza, who leads all scorers, and Nemanja Nedovic, who has 18. Avramovic looking to offload to Papapetrou. Pass deflected out of bounds by Luka Vildoza. It will be Partizan basketball with 5 seconds remaining on this possession. So another look at the consecutive 3-pointers from Ognian Dobrodošli. He's got all 6 points for Zvezda in this fourth quarter, keeping his team in touching distance, tying up Partizan to open the period with a run of 4 straight points. So Avramovic deep in the shot clock, uses the dribble, he's lost the handle, went to his bag to try and rescue something, he drew iron, but another solid defensive stance by the home team. So Nikola Ivanovic working against Alexa Avramovic. Operating from the half-court logo, they rotate it. Petrusev dumps it down to Lazarevic, who drives into heavy traffic. It's going to be another turnover on a road to nowhere there. Stefan Lazarevic, in his bid to try and get the basketball back, he's committed another foul. Zvezda are going to find themselves in a penalty, probably before the midpoint of the final period, because that is a really difficult take to the rack. Not quite sure what the intention was there for Stefan Lazarevic. Drawing all kinds of attention. Would he have been able to create the offload to the open man? So probably going to have some conversation here to reset the game clock, because it continued to tick after the whistle sounded.
58 is the foul. 59.
59.
59 is the foul.
59 in 1 second. No. Go back. 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 Go back.
It's correct. It's correct. Possession.
Okay. Go. Go.
Stop. 59.
Секунды владения, 22.
Там фол за падение 24.
So, going to have 11 seconds added back to the game clock. Continue to tick for that amount of time after the whistle, after the foul committed by Stefan Lazarevic. Oh, what's gone on away from the basketball? Kevin Punter cutting baseline. Clock hasn't started. The game clock hasn't started. So now it's in sync, and as it should be. Five seconds have elapsed off both the shot clock, which was moving, and the game clock, which wasn't. So Dante Exum loads to Punter. Zvezda playing a matchup 2-3 zone. Ledej down to the edge of the lane. Petrusev standing strong, moving his feet. Ledej across the lane. Dante Exum has to rescue another. Look at the bucket for Partizan. Solid D. And that's rebound number 9 for Filip Petrusev. So Punter hassling Filip Petrusev. Drive via the glass is off the mark from Ognian Dobrodošli. And we've got a whistle on the play, because Kevin Punter has left his shoe on the sideline logo. Terrific officiating there. So it's Dante Exum playing the point. Ledej comes to set a screen. Exum keeps it. Kicks it back out to Kevin Punter, who attacks the free throw line. Pulls up on a dime. Drifting left on his J. Off the mark. And it's 10 rebounds in the game for Filip Petrusev. 8 of them at the defensive end. Nikola Ivanovic calling for a screen from Luka Mitrovic. He receives it on the cut. Sneaky backdoor cut was finished by Stefan Lazarevic. His first field goal attempt of the game, and it brings his team back to within 1. So approaching the midpoint of this final quarter. Dante Exum taking it to the chest of Lazarevic. Rotates it to Zach Ledej, who fakes the 3. Dribbles left, and Zach Ledej lands his 4th three-pointer of the game to restore his team's 2-score advantage. Terrific work by Zach Ledej, who is 4 of 5 from downtown. So Zvezda looking to find the spaces in Partizan's matchup. There's Petrusev up strong and extending to finish with the left at the glass. In the presence of Pero Antic. Exum down to the dots, lost his footing, kept the dribble alive. Zach Ledey now deep into the shot clock, taking it to the chest of Filip Petrusev, hangs in the air and gets it to go. 5 points in a row for Zach Ledey, who moves to 18 points in the game, and it has been an incredibly efficient performance. His team lead by 4 once again. Well, those red skyscrapers at the start of the first quarter indicate Zvezda's only leads of this game. They opened the scoring to lead by 3. Their largest lead came at 6-4 after their second three-pointer was landed to treble up the score from Dante Exum's steal and dunk. Their last lead was at 9-8, but since that time it has been Partizan who have kept their noses in front. Timeout on the floor. It is a 2-score game. For the 7 days magic moment, Alen Smilagic picking the pocket of Ognian Dobric and racing away for the fast break jam. Turning defense into offense in a flash. Helping out James Nunnally. Edging over the screen. Securing the pick, which he finished with an emphatic 2 points. Alen Smilagic with the 7 days magic moment. That was all of his own making. So it's end-line possession for Zvezda in a game where they trail by 4. So what is the call here? I think Zach Ledey is going to be called for the foul. Seeing corralling Filip Petrusev, preventing him from cutting. Zach Ledey called for the foul, that's his second. So Partizan in their matchup D. Dobric rotates it to Bulldozer. One-on-one with Dante Exum, attacking the space. He's used his dribble, turns into Zach Ledey. Shot clock violation, that basket will not count. Filip Petrusev pulling the trigger, but he let it go after the horn had sounded. Just going to have a review over at the sidelines.
Basket 24 seconds. No.
Yes, valid last, correct. Time, wait, time, check. Second frame, stop. 3:58. 1 second.
3:58.
So the fourth quarter is being edged by Partizan by 1, 10-11 in favor of the visitors as punter gives it back to Papapetru. And now it's punter with the edge in speed over Mitrovic. Zvezda in their matchup D. Zakladej, turnaround J, got it. 7 points in a row for Zakladej, who moves to 20 points in the game on a night of incredibly efficient shooting from all over the floor. He gives his team a 6-point cushion with 3 minutes and change remaining in regulation. Vildosa catching as a 3-point shooter, and he responds magnificently. 4 out of 6 from downtown in a game-high total of 22 points, and in a stroke he has reduced it to a single-score affair once again. Big bucket from Luka Vildosa, but now Zvezda need a stop. The man with the hot hand, Zakladej, one-on-one with Filip Petrusev, calling for the clear out. Deep into the shot clock once again, attacking the lane. Petrusev doing a terrific job, making that a shot with a high degree of difficulty. As Vildosa looking for back-to-back threes off the front line, gets his own offensive rebound, can't get the stick back to fall. Mateusz Lasor wraps up the rebound with his 7th carom of the game. Papapetru calling for the clear out, going one-on-one with his size advantage against Luka Vildosa. Flat pass out to the wing. Exum dumps it into the low post. So the foul committed by Luka Vildosa. So foul number 3. With Zvezda in the penalty, it sends Lasor to the free throw line. So with his 6th rebound of the game, Luka Mitrovic arrives at the EuroLeague milestone of 500 rebounds for his career. Wonderful accomplishment for the man in his 7th season in the EuroLeague. Timeout on the floor. It's a 5-point advantage for the visitors. Well, Partizan used a rally in the first fixture of the season in round 12 between these two sides. Excuse me, Zvezda used a rally in the first fixture of the season between these two sides. And they're going to have to summon up a similar response here. They are trailing by 5 with just over 2 minutes remaining in regulation. Got back to within 1 here at 62-63 in the 4th quarter. Zakladej, 7 points in a row as the drive and finish from the Manjanetovic takes him to 20 points in the game and reduces the arrears to 3. It is a 1-score affair with under 2 minutes remaining. We are very much in crunch time here. Concentration, execution and composure are going to be crucial components to determine the outcome of this one. Zvezda in their matchup zone. off the front iron. Uroš Trifanovic perhaps caught in two minds after he left his feet. Took the shot, didn't offload, and in battling for the rebound, he's committed a foul. Partizan with plenty of fouls to give. So a minute and a half remaining. Papapetru shadowing Bulldozer all the way up court. Luka Mitrovic on the pump fake and drive. Tough take to the rack. Ognjen Dobric can't get the shooter's roll and he's hit the deck heavily. But he will be going to the free throw line for two shots rather than an and one. Terrific take and a try in between, a trifecta. Partizan defenders protecting the paint. Kevin Punter, who's called for the foul, that's his fourth. So Ognjen Dobric to the free throw line. It's a perfect 2 out of 2 tonight. Kevin Punter feeling that he didn't commit the foul in that melee. Ognjen Dobric with the first 6 points of the quarter for Zvezda. Calmly connects on both to make it a 1-point game once again. This Belgrade derby remains in the balance with just over a minute remaining here at the Alexander Nikolic Hall. The fans up on their feet as the Zvezda faithful look to rally their squad. What a time it would be to take their first lead since the first quarter. We've got a timeout on the floor. End game strategies being drawn up by both of these experienced head coaches. It's Zvezda 71, Partizan 72, edging towards the end of regulation. So minute 17 remains in the fourth quarter. Partizan with their noses in front. They are up by 1. We've got a whistle. Now what's the call here? Because it's away from the basketball. Remember, Zvezda in the penalty. Is it Luka Mitrovic or Branko Lazic who's going to be called for the foul? It's the Zvezda captain Branko Lazic who's called for foul number 3 as he looked to delay the cut of Kevin Punter. Nemanja Nedovic asking for more volume from the fans as Kevin Punter to the free throw line. 1 of 2 from the stripe tonight. used to 5 points in the game, stringing the first. That ends a run of 4 straight points posted by Zvezda. That brought them back to within 1.
Dobre.
So Kevin Punter, calmness personified from 15 feet away. Still a 1-score affair. Partizan up by 3. He's lost his footing and lost the basketball. Nemanja Nedovic having his pocket picked by Uroš Trifanovic, who was presented with a gift after Nemanja Nedovic's feet gave way on a wet spot on his home court. And now he commits the foul when trying to pick the pocket of Dante Exum. Tough passage of play for Nemanja Nedovic. You cannot fault the man's effort. But that swipe will result in the first foul of the game being called against Nemanja Nedovic. So we've got a timeout on the floor. When we emerge from the timeout, it's going to be a trip to the free throw line for Dante Exum, who's hit his only free throw attempt tonight. He'll be looking to make it a 2-score affair and build on the 3-point advantage that the visitors currently enjoy. Dante Exum looking to add to his 15-point total. He's off the mark with the first. Rare miss from 15 feet away for Dante Exum. 87% of the season coming into this game. But he resumes his consistency. Second attempt, he's given his team a 2-score advantage. They are up by 4. Vildoza sees the seam, attacks, gets to the goal and finds the finish. Luka Vildoza brings his team back to within 2. He moves to 24 points in the game. And my goodness, he has taken responsibility. Some critical junctures for his team tonight. Partizan, the next foul will see them in the penalty. So Stefan Lazarevic awaiting Dante Exum at the 3-point line. Now it's Branko Lazic who picks him up. They rotate the basketball to Zach Ledee, who's had a terrific game tonight to lead his team in scoring. Exum crossing up Luka Mitrovic, dribbles into a double team. He's lost the basketball, but he's fouled. And Dusko Ivanovic can't believe it. Goodness, this is an intense encounter here. So much emotion and evidence over on the sideline. Branko Lazic releasing to apply the double team. Oh, Luka Mitrovic appeared to get a piece of the basketball. That's what he's intimating. He doesn't agree with the foul call. But it will send Dante Exum to the free throw line. Still, Dusko Ivanovic, who's already been hit with a T, remember, expressing his displeasure at that call that had gone against his squad. So Dante Exum, perfect trip to the free throw line, takes him to 18 points in the game. He's hit 4 of 5 from the stripe tonight. Partizan, 17 of 21 as a team. They lead by 4. It's the dying seconds. Zvezda need to score twice. That'll send Luka Vildoza to the free throw line. So first order of business will be for Luka Vildoza to make both of these. Patrick Facundo Campasso, pensive over on the sidelines. There's absolutely nothing he can do to impact the outcome of this game in terms of on-court contribution. Always the worst place for an active player to be is on the sidelines. Vildoza goes to the free throw line. He's 4 of 5 from 15 feet away tonight. So Luka Vildoza moves to 26 points in the game, one shy of his career high, brings his team back to within a single score. They trail by 2, winding up on the hardwood as a player for Zvezda. Dante Exum continues to dribble out the clock. He's finally fouled by Branko Lazic, and Dusko Ivanovic and the Zvezda players are absolutely irate over on the sideline. Dusko Ivanovic using the coach's challenge for his player Ognjen Dobric, who wound up prone on the hardwood. So Boris Rizik and his colleagues just taking the opportunity to put space between themselves and the players, taking the heat out of the emotion. Now, if that's the coach's challenge that Dusko Ivanovic is looking to be reviewed, we'll see whether that is permissible. And there is confirmation. So Boris Rizik confirming that we are going to have a coach's challenge launched by Dusko Ivanovic with 5.9 seconds remaining in regulation. Look at the move Dante Exum uses to get free.
One more time.
Is that fair or foul?
Go back, go back, go back, go back. From the beginning, from the beginning. Come back, come back, come back, come back, come back, come back. Now normal speed, normal speed. Baseline camera, this, under the basket. Go. Come back. Come back. Now. Go and call the foul. Where is the foul? This foul. Okay, go and stop.
Back.
No, it's okay. Go. Stop. We don't have nothing here. So we have only one foul. And this guy is 11.
It's excellent.
Yes,
the shoot. Go. Okay.
So that microphone over by the sideline, allowing us to eavesdrop on the conversation between the floor officials and the table officials. Boris Rizik saying we don't call anything here for the coach's challenge launched by Dusko Ivanovic when he was looking at the play that saw Ognjen Dobric wind up on the court. Dante Exum kept the basketball after receiving it from the inbound pass, and then was fouled down in the other corner. So it remains a one-score game. Dante Exum will go to the free throw line when we emerge from this timeout. It's a 2-point affair with less than 10 seconds remaining here at the So 5.9 seconds remain in regulation. Dante Exum is 4 out of 5 from the free throw line tonight. He's on the strike now. Well, we mentioned at the outset, as Valencia demonstrated yesterday in their road victory over Alba, that free throw shooting could well be a determining factor in the closing stages. And my goodness, Partizan have done a terrific job in that regard. Zvezda need to score twice. Petrusev, three-pointer from Nemanja Nedovic is made, but it's at the buzzer. Now, is any time going to be added? I don't think it is. Nemanja Nedovic drilling a three-pointer at the death once again. But in this instance, it only brings his team back to within one rather than giving them victory. This second installment of the EuroLeague